Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of October 25th. This is pre-patch week, 1 month until Dragonflight. But as normal, let's start with the Mythic Plus affixes for this week. This week we have Tyrannical, Inspiring, Quaking, and Shrouded. Assuming that they're going to keep Shrouded in just until the end of until Dragonflight starts. I guess I don't know that for sure, but otherwise I guess there wouldn't be a seasonal, so probably Shrouded. Again, that'd be Tyrannical, Inspiring, Quaking, and Shrouded. These are really good affixes to come back to, right? A lot of people will be coming back to retail, playing with the new talents, enjoying everything like that, getting ready for Dragonflight. And these are some really, in favor of the player affixes to start off with if you're one of those players coming back with the Inspiring Quaking, and then the Inspiring's on Tyrannical instead of Fortified. And so it's all just pretty easy, pretty good affix combination there. Let's talk about what else is going on before we get fully into pre-patch. This week, this is also the first week where all the raids are going to be faded now. So if you were farming Sylvanas mounts or Jailer mounts on non-faded, you'll no longer be able to do that. You will have to be able to clear it on faded now in order to get the kills. So everything is faded for the rest for a month. And then, obviously, we head officially into Dragonflight. We have an Arena Skirmish bonus event. Not that that matters too much. The PvP Brawl this week is Warsong Scramble. That really only matters if you need Warsong Gold Trap for whatever reason. We also still have Hollow's End going on this week. This is the last week of Hollow's End, going all the way through Halloween. And so you can take part in that if you like. It's a good way to, if you're coming back or whatever, it's a good way to just grab some extra experience on your alts by going to the different ends and stuff. Obviously, there's much more efficient ways to do it nowadays than something like that. But yeah, fun holiday nonetheless. You can obviously do your Headless Horseman, try to get the reins if you don't have the mount. But yeah, at least it's for 1 week, there's that to do if you're coming back for the pre-patch as well. The first week, you could also try to get your Headless Horseman mount if you haven't got it yet. So yeah, with the pre-patch coming this week, we're going to have access to our new talents. I think in a couple weeks we'll have access to evokers. I can't remember if it's right away or if it's 2 weeks in. I can't remember. It's escaping me if it's the 15th or if it's going to be today that you have access to evokers. But soon enough, you'll have access to your evokers and creating them, getting them ready for Dragonflight, essentially. Playing with all the talents is going to be interesting. I do expect there to be some, if not many, bugs as far as interacting with the... Now, there are people on PTR, and this was tested and stuff, so maybe they got some of them worked out, but I imagine there's going to be a lot of, outliers and damage and healing and tanking and stuff like that with Covenant stuff, meshing with your new talents and stuff like that. Now, I know they did disable most of that kind of stuff and whatnot, so we'll see for sure. And I think tier sets and stuff are disabled, so maybe just by disabling everything, it'll avoid most of that. But we'll have a lot to see and a lot to interact with once we get access to these talents. What's going to be interesting to me is are the faded raids going to be easier or are they going to be harder? That's something that I'm looking for. Because it could go either way. Either they're much easier because the talents make us stronger, or they're much harder because the talents compared to the Covenant borrowed power stuff makes you weaker. So that could be a thing as well, as far as that goes. So it'll be interesting to see, and it'll be interesting to see how many bugs there are too, legendaries and stuff like that. Because some stuff's still gonna work, I'm pretty sure. So that's where any of the kind of big time bugs could be at. We do have a long downtime for the patch to be implemented or whatever, so it will be a long day of getting it ready. Who knows when the servers will actually come up and everything like that, but it'll be fun once it gets here. I'm definitely looking forward to coming back and playing more retail, getting out of beta a little bit. It'll probably be better to even do dungeons and stuff on retail to mess with the talents at least. It won't give you the true sense of like the level 70 experience, but with only being able to test Mythic Plus on beta on weekends, it's really inhibiting. I also want to apologize a little bit, not apologize, I guess, but I was planning on doing a lot more testing on Mythic Plus this weekend, but one of the days it just wasn't working, or whatever. It's beta, so it is what it is. And then I also went to Pumpkin Patch with my family this weekend, so I spent an entire day out doing that, getting pumpkins and doing like activities and stuff at this pumpkin patch with my wife and kids. Obviously, priorities there. So I did not get a chance to do much Mythic Plus testing this weekend, which is very unfortunate. So I'm planning on probably playing more retail, just because I can play it any day and I can play with the new talents and stuff like that. It won't give a true sense. Obviously, if they put something specific on beta to test, I'll do that. But it won't give a true sense of it. But at least it'll allow me or anybody else to not have to play like, oh, at Friday at 10 p.m. that's when you can play. That makes it a little bit rough when you don't have very much lenience with when you can do stuff. So I am looking forward to just being able to do stuff on retail as well. So super excited, guys. 1 month until Dragonflight is here, and pre-patch is here. So enjoy, everybody. We'll hope for less downtime and less bugs, but the reality is we're probably going to have some of each. So that's it for this one. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. That helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.